Hello, hello, hello. It's Friday. Woo! End of the week. Streaming, CNC stuff. What else? What else do you need? What else do you need? Got some tasty water. Good times, good times. How's everyone doing today? Hello, hello. Working on cleaning up the desk. Working on cleaning up the desk. It's a little bit of a mess. Getting there. We're getting there. Baby steps, baby steps. Let's get the music going. Push that button. We'll go with synthwave today. We're doing CNC stuff. That's like synthwavy, right? Outrun. Close enough. Close enough. I need LDO treading kit. I can help you get one. All you do is you take your credit card and you purchase one. There's my help. There's a few websites that sell them. So how's everyone doing today? How is everyone doing today? So today we are doing another CNC and chill with the Comgrow Robo CNC. For those that weren't here last Friday, we converted it to Duet firmware. So we are running Duet firmware. There's some stuff I gotta do. 1 second here. Because this is kind of not in a finalized state right now because we've done a little, you know how we do everything live? Well, I kind of did some not live stuff for a very good reason. For very, very good reason. We did some not live stuff, which we normally don't do on this channel. If you've been a fan of the channel for a while, you know we usually do everything live. And there's a reason for that, is I'm learning as you're learning. And also it's easy content. But we do it all live so we can learn together. But after last Friday, I did the cooking show thing where like I pre-prepared it. So we're gonna do it again, but I know the outcome because the cake's already baked. But we do have some things we gotta do. So I hit the smoke show. So speaking of smoke show, let's go to the overhead camera. So right here, we have a Duet Wi-Fi 2. It is dead. We killed it. We absolutely nuked it on last Friday. So remember how I was saying it was giving me some error about something to ground? Yeah, we shorted 24 volts to ground with this. So when you get out your multimeter, see if it still does it, because I've kind of thrown this board around a little bit, so it's probably not in the best condition anymore, because I made some jokes last stream, or one of the streams. I think it was Wednesday. Was it Tuesday stream? So continuity. So on here, okay, it's not doing it anymore. Maybe I did break it. So anyways, that's VIN in. See, yeah. So it's doing something that it's not supposed to be doing. I don't know. Either way, you shouldn't be getting VIN to ground. See? This is a ground plane. That should not be VIN. Is that VIN? Yeah, that's VIN. So that's positive going in, and this is a ground plane. And it's getting positive. That's not good. And the heaters are on already with no power. But all the fans are dead. Fans are all dead. Fans are all dead. Yeah, this board is toast. This board, it has ceased to be. Oh, I missed two. 1 second here. 1 second here. Jeff Montgomery, $10. Cheers. And Gary gifted 1 community membership. Cheers. So, what did we do? Well, as you can see, this board is dead. And I wanted to do rep wrap stuff. I wanted to play with rep wrap firmware on CNC. That's kind of the whole point of this is, you know, I haven't done a lot of CNC stuff. I want to. I don't want to do Gerbil stuff. Like, I want my web interface. And Clipper CNC is not quite there. So, Duet is good hardware. This board is a 5-year-old clone board, and it's been rock solid up until I put 24 volts to ground and killed it by backfeeding a spindle. So I still want to use a Duet. So luckily, I have two options, and I reached out to both, and one beat the other. Somebody on the Voron team had a original Duet brand V version 1.02, which is this version. Because fun fact, a lot of people on the Voron team ran RepRap firmware on their Vorons for years. So a lot of us have old Duet boards, like Duet 2s, because it's good hardware. So anyways, they sent me over their board, and here it is. But the board they sent me, it had Ethernet. It's got the little Ethernet module. Now, normally I would say that's a good thing, except in this case, because this is going to be in this room, it's going to be in the garage. I don't have Ethernet running to my garage. I'm not going to punch a hole in my wall to run Ethernet to the garage. So I wanted the Wi-Fi, but it came with the Ethernet. So, fun fact, you can just desolder this and then just solder on an ESP module, the ESP8266 mod. You just solder it on, reflash the firmware. Your Duet Ethernet is now a Duet Wi-Fi. And if I want to go back, all I do is take that off and solder this back on. It's actually, you just solder them. It just works. And this right here, originally I was going to use the original module that I pulled off of the dead Duet, which is right here, which I did salvage. But just to play it safe, I bought a new one on Amazon. They are not expensive. They are not expensive. So I bought a new module. That's on there. This, as far as I know, still works. I just, you know, for $5, I might as well just play with a new one. So we got a new Duet, and as you can see here, we're using the big chonky beefy boy MOSFET. Now, why are we using the big chonky beefy boy MOSFET? Well, remember at the end of the last stream, we ran the Spindle, and apparently I needed to put a flyback diode on it. I did not know this. So because we didn't have a flyback diode, bad things happened to the board. So we're kind of playing it safe now, and instead of the bed MOSFET, which is rated for 15 amps, by the way, instead of the bed MOSFET controlling the Spindle, I'm now using an external MOSFET. So somebody recommended these guys. So these are, I believe they're like 400 volt, 15 amp. On paper, these should work. They are well within spec. The signal voltage is anywhere from 3.3 to 20 volts. Now, you may going, Taylor, which by the way, that's my name if you didn't know. Taylor, this is 24 volts. Haha. But see, the Duet, you can put a jumper to feed 5 volts to the fan. So that's what I did. So I figured hit 5 volt voltage, go to the signal, the controller side, and then we put the VIN in here, and then the VIN goes out to the Spindle. And then it immediately blew one up. Okay, so one gone in the bin. Okay, let's try another one. Okay, so I wired it all up, and this time I didn't put any VIN in, VIN out. So it was just the signal going. I'm like, okay. Got a little LED on there. When I tell the Spindle to turn on, the LED turns on. When I tell it to go to half RPM, 10,000 RPM, the light dims. It's working. So then I put VIN into it, and the LED just turns on, and it's just on. So I'm like, did I kill it? Because it's just on. And I'm like, I do the little, I get the multimeter, I check it. It's on. So I'm like, okay, maybe I gotta like invert the pin or something. So I play around with a few things. The LED's coming on. I'm like, okay, maybe the LED just comes on this one when it just has VIN going in. Maybe that's just how it works. If there's any power going to it, the LED turns on. So I plugged the Spindle in, and then the LED turned off. But then the Spindle stayed on. So, okay, that's number 2 dead, okay? So the last one, maybe it's a fluke. Maybe these are cheap boards. Maybe, you know what? Maybe just something. So I take every precaution I can with this, and I killed it. I don't know what happened. They're all just on. MOSFETs are blown. They are well within spec. I don't know what happened. Now, I did put a flyback diode on it. I used a IN4007. And I used an IN4007 because that's what people on the internet told me to do. I don't know shit about electronics. Mr. Teagues, I'm sorry for not paying attention as much as I should have in my grade 11 whatever electronics class that we learned about diodes and Ohm's law and all that. I'm sorry, I should have paid more attention. But anyways, TLDR, I put this on because somebody recommended to it, and then somebody else confirmed that, hey, that should work, because it's just flyback voltage. It's not like the whole voltage. So we went for broke. Okay, I killed all my flyback diodes. Okay, all right, I killed all my MOSFETs except for the bed one. All I had left with the big chunky, you know, big chungus guy here, which is a bed MOSFET. So we went for broke. Okay, and what do you mean went for broke? Well, I put the big chunky, massively overrated. I think this is good for like a stupid high amount. It's meant for like a main, or like a 12-volt bed. Okay, in a full-size printer, not a 6-amp spindle. So if this is the flyback diode I was using before, this is the one I put in it. Because I figure, you know, there's no kill like overkill. And if you don't know what spec to use, bigger number, better. So I put these big chunky boys in there, which are 15-amp ones. This is good for 1,000 volts, but it's 1 amp. This is good for 50 volts, but it's 15 amp. Because the flyback voltage, if you don't know what flyback voltage is, I'm going to learn you, because I learned, is basically, this is a spindle, okay? This spins. You put power in here, it does magic stuff, and it spins, and then I know that's not how power works, but power goes in, power goes out, okay? Well, what happens is, when you tell it to turn off, there's momentum, and it still spins for a bit. When you put power into a motor, it spins. When you spin a motor, it spits power out. That's what a generator is. So this turns into a little mini generator and sends the angry pixies back into the thing that you don't want the angry pixies going into, because they're supposed to come out of, and sparky sparks happen. So what a flyback diode is what it basically does is it's basically a one-way bridge, okay? So you got to solder it on so that there's like a little white line going towards the positive. And when there's power going in normally, it doesn't connect. But when it starts to go the other way, it dumps the voltage the proper way. So it goes like to the negative or something. I don't know. I didn't read the whole article. I just did what people tell me to do. So basically this makes it so that when it starts freewheeling and generating power, it doesn't dump the power back into the circuit. So I put the big chunky boy on. I use the big chunky bed MOSFET, and it spins now. It works. It's kind of a janky setup, so we got to fix it, but it works. So, haha, electricity go burr. Pretty much. NH3D, $2. Thank you. Hello there. CNC go burr today? Yes, so I've already got the CNC going burr. Now, it goes burr very loudly, and I will put on the heaviest noise canceling that I can when I go live. So this is, for those that don't know, and yes, I know the spindle is shit. Just one step at a time. So, on this CNC, it came with this spindle, okay? Actually, I think this came with my 3018, because the spindle that came with this was shit. So I put this spindle in. This is for my 3018. This spindle is nice and smooth. It's only 12,000 RPM, but it's actually pretty smooth and relatively quiet for these spindles. This is a 20,000 RPM spindle. Bigger number, better burr, but it's loud as shit. So there's some stuff we could play around with apparently in Duet to try and like get it to like be a little bit more behaved. I don't know if we can. We'll see. I may just swap this one in at some point, and if I go to do that, make sure you remind me to put the flyback diode on this too. But long story short, this is all metal. The reason I want to use this guy is it's all metal except for this part, the actual Z carriage. On AliExpress, and I came across this the other night. Let me find it here. 3018 Plus, is that Axis, was it, or Pro? Where are you? Where are you? Why are you so trying to give me? Anyways, there's like an upgrade kit for this thing. Because I can print something. I can just print something to hold this guy. And what is this guy? This is a 500 watt brushless DC motor spindle. Okay, it's only 12,000 RPM, unfortunately. But this is a dataless 500 watt, 48 volt ER16 Collet spindle. It is a chonky boy. So I could just print a new holder right here and drop it in. The problem is the way this is, as you can see, we're gonna lose probably about 10 millimeters of Z if I do that. And this is plastic, okay? It's already got a little bit of flex. Like this whole system is not like the most rigid setup. It's metal, but it's aluminum. But this is plastic. This is heavy, and we're gonna lose a little bit of Z with it. But they make, where is it? I think it's this. I don't know. I have the link upstairs on my computer, but basically it's a replacement spindle Z-axis. It's all metal, all aluminum. It allows you to bolt the big spindle on directly, all metal. It's like, on the downside, it's like 130 bucks Canadian, which sucks. But I might go that route. One, so I get more Z, so I can actually use the full travel instead of losing it all. And two, it'll be a little bit more rigid because it is metal. Now, yes, I know this is a shitty desktop CNC. It is not optimal. You don't need to explain to me that this is a crappy CNC and I should not be trying to cut aluminum. I'm still going to try. But baby steps. This is a learning experience. That's why we're playing with the spindle that it came with first, because the spindle that it came with works. We know it works. It's that. That spindle is a brushless DC spindle. It's got its own driver. I need a 0 to 10 volt conversion board thingy to make the PWM logic talk with that board. I'm waiting for it to come in, by the way. So we will be converting that to that chunky boy at some point in the future. Plus, this gives us a baseline, because this is like a $30 spindle. So that's it's about sensible as trying to print peak on a printer. Well, we've tried that. So it's an Ender 3. No, the 3018 is an Ender 3. If you don't know what a 3018 is, it looks like this. You've seen these ones. These are a dime a dozen. They're everywhere. You can buy them for like under 200 bucks. The bed moves. On this one, this is a Comgro Robo CNC. The Z-axis is metal, or the gantry is metal. It uses 12 millimeter rods instead of that. I think uses 10. This just seems like a beefier platform. The bed is rigid, so the bed is a little bit more secure. You could put I could put a steel plate on the bed and not have to worry about it because it's not moving. So this, I think, is a better platform for the kind of upgrading we're going to be doing. What do I plan on doing this? I want to be able to cut Delrin to do printer parts, and also potentially carbon fiber. Carbon fiber, you don't need a lot of cutting for it, so you just need specialized bits and really high ripums, which, hey, 20,000 RPM, that's a lot of ripums. And very good, you need to flood it too. So that's another thing you got to do with carbon, because it's you don't want to breathe carbon in. So we got this working. Other things I'm going to do: drag chains down the line. I will be putting drag chains on this, because right now all this is kind of doing this. We don't like that. I'm going to get like an L bracket across here. That way I can put drag chains on and it'll do like the drag chain thingy. This is 1515 drag chain. I've had it for years, and I know why, because I don't have ends for it, and I can't find STLs to print ends for it. That's why I've had this for years. I can't remember when I bought it. I was like, oh, I'll just use this. So we'll have to like print something, and this will live on here. That way all the power goes up and we're good. Another reason I wanted Wi-Fi, I don't have to run an Ethernet cable through that. So yeah. You print Delrin with high temp chamber, or I could just cut it and it will be stronger. We have a dumpster full of Delrin chips here. It smells like fish. So, this does spin. I will spare you the spinning for now, because as you can see, this is no bueno. We have to do a little work on this to get it kind of up to our standards before we actually make it do the burr thing, because unfortunately this is kind of not safe because I can't do full travel. So there's a few things we got to fiddle with, and the first one is this bed MOSFET. I don't know about you, but if you think this is not the proper way to mount a bed MOSFET with mains voltage going to it, Actually, no, it's not mains. It's only 24 volt, but still, this is not secure. So if you think that's unsecure, like that smash button. So let's do that first, and we'll start from there, and we'll start making this a little bit more presentable, and then we'll get it moving, and then we'll test it, and then we'll do some cutting, I guess. And then for powering this, I couldn't find any documentation on this MOSFET. So I wired it up just off of what the picture looked like for which pin went where, and it worked. So. There. By the way, because a bunch of people have been asking me what tools I'm using lately. I think Sunday's video is going to be a, it's been a while. I do have a video on my channel from like 3 years ago going over what tools I use. I think it's time we update that video. So I think that's what we'll be doing on Sunday's video. I'll be talking about like the LTT screwdriver and the Omni Fixo and a bunch of other stuff that I've acquired over the last little bit for what I like for tools now. So I think that'll be Sunday's video. Comments on Race 3D's amazing Hyper FFF printing. Cool, they found input shaper. As far as I'm aware, they're just doing input shaper. Now Race 3D, their stuff is proprietary, according to, I spoke with Joel. Well, I asked him on Twitter. Their stuff is proprietary. So what that means is they're not running like RepRap firmware or Marlin or whatever. They're running their own shit. So I don't know how they're implementing Clipper or input shaper, but as far as I like, let's be honest, there's only so many ways you can do what they're saying, and it's input shaper. They're running input shaper. At least as far as I'm aware. I'm making an educated guess. Now they're a company, they're gonna market that shit and they're gonna make it sound awesome, but it's input shaper. You know that, I know that. If it's anything different, then okay, then it's something different. But you know, just looking at it quickly, it looks pretty dang much like input shaper. Because what else is there that allows you to cancel out harmonics or whatever they say it does? It's input shaper. Okay, we need... will this work? No, that won't work. Will this work? I have it in my garage. I don't want to go out to my garage. Where are you? Where are you? Seriously? how do I not have one? Ah! Yeah, forget, doesn't work. Okay, that ain't gonna work. I really wish I had a center punch in here. I could have sworn I had a center punch, but it's probably in my garage. Now, fun fact, if you don't have a center punch, there are alternatives. Is that another M35 tap? Perfect, I needed that. If you have a tap with a pointy end, you can use that as a center punch because taps are hard. So you can use that as a center punch if you need to. An accelerometer. So here's the thing. As far as I'm aware, only RepRap firmware and Clipper can do input shaper with the accelerometer. So I don't know if they're just doing the method that uses a driver, because there's a company now that makes drivers that do input shaper. It doesn't work for all styles of machine. Apparently they couldn't do Core XY, but apparently it now can. So they left a message on my chat or on my in one of my comments. By the way, if you're a company on YouTube or the social medias, if you want to get attention of a creator, don't at them in everything, okay? Because if you're a company and you want me to promote your thing, but all you do is just every post you at me or tag me, you're gonna get blocked. Don't do it. It's annoying as shit. Especially when the thing you're selling is nothing special. And this isn't at the company with the driver. This is another company. It just popped in my head right now. Because one company's doing it right now and it's annoying the hell out of me. And they're quickly gonna get blocked. What's the difference between PA12 and PA09? What size the standard, what sizes it can crimp? Where's my drill? I had it. Oh, here we go. Is it? That'll work. Look at little kid saying mama. Yeah. Like, I know Twitter shit and it's going to shit, but I'm having fun on it. And by the way, all the people that, like, every time Elon does something dumb, which is Elon, he does it all the time, you making your little comment to like try and get his attention is more annoying than him, because I can block him, okay? But all you people flooding my timeline with all your hot takes against Elon is more annoying than Elon, so stop it. You're not doing anything. You're not saving the world. You're trying to annoy a billionaire who doesn't give a shit about you. This bit is dull as shit. I have really good bits for this, but they're in my garage and I'm too lazy to go get them. Feeding the troll. I know he likes attention, and people feed him because they think they're getting their hot take, and everyone wants their internet points from other people agreeing with them. I'm also trying not to punch through this and damage anything on the other side. There we go. I think 2 is enough. Sitting on YouTube hearing about all the popcorn. Oh, there's a lot of good drama going on right now. There's Elon doing his thing. There's all the crypto bros looting everything because all the exchanges are turning out to be a fraud. And by the way, if you support crypto, no, you don't. Don't lie. You just say you do, and you're just secretly hoping you're not the one holding the bag when it goes to shit. Crypto's a complete pump and dump. Yes, there are valid reasons to use crypto. There are valid reasons, okay? But they're few and far between, and the vast majority of the people that are all pro crypto are just hoping to make a buck off of it before it tanks. And you just don't want to be the guy holding the bag. Admit it. Admit it. Okay, don't break the cap. There we go. It was, what is it, FTX just completely nuked itself or went insolvent or whatever? Because their internet point money that, you know, just exists on a computer and actually isn't real money turned out to like not be worth anything. Who knew? Money laundering. Oh yeah, it's all money. It's all money laundering and scamming. It's crypto. What do you expect? I'm a real currency. Well, okay, blockchain. Yeah, I know blockchain can be used for different things. It's like NFTs. Nobody gives a shit about NFTs except people trying to pump and dump. Like, how does a fake money make money? How does a fake money make money? There's nothing backing it. It's only worth as much as you say it's worth. This is like 1/4-inch aluminum. I should be able to punch through this like no tomorrow. using dull wood bits. What a joke. I might just put 3 in here and call it a day. Because I don't care. There we go. Yeah, we're just gonna put 3 in and call it a day. Hating on people buying Twitter Blue for being worth. I bought Twitter Blue. I own Twitter Blue. I bought Twitter Blue, but I bought it like a month ago before all the Elon shit went down, just because I wanted to edit my posts. Because I tweet from my phone a lot, and I'm horrible for not realizing, oh shit, I spelt something wrong or I forgot a word or something. So I got Twitter Blue just so I can edit my posts. I don't even have the stupid check mark. Like, go on my Twitter at 3DPNero and follow me if you're not. I don't have the check mark. I have Twitter Blue, but I don't have the little box. I don't care, because also all the people are like, oh my god, all these people impersonating companies and people are falling for it. If Chiquita Banana Company says, oh my god, we just overthrew a company or a country in South America and they have 200 followers, do you really think it's really the Chiquita Banana Company? Like, if you see a tweet that's completely out of the ordinary from somebody you normally follow and you think it's that person, pull up their profile. It isn't super complicated. It's how you do it on every social media. Oh, is this the real George Clooney who messaged me? He's got 20 followers. He might be the real George Clooney. I'll give him my credit card information. Go to Clutch, $10. Cheers. Kind of wish free insulin was real. Well, I live in Canada, so I don't have those issues. I'm not diabetic either, so I don't have those issues altogether. But, you know, I live in a not country that, you know, like, don't get me wrong, $800 billion a year on a military, it's kind of cool. But, you know, healthcare is also kind of cool. This is horrible. It's flexing as I'm trying to drill. And it doesn't help that this drill bit is shit. There we go. Never invest in companies. Wasn't all the Super Bowl commercials last year like all NFT companies and like crypto and whatnot? And they've all tanked. They've like all tanked, if I remember correctly. Oh no. My monkey JPEGs. What's the Super Bowl? It's an American thing. Bunch of guys spend 20 minutes pushing a football around for 3 hours. Or spend 3 hours pushing a football or throwing a football around for 20 minutes. And then Tom Brady unretires and, you know, I don't know. Okay, so get rid of all these chips. By the way, I'm just putting it on this pad here just so I can slide it around. There we go. Okay. So we got that there. So I'm thinking we'll do that there. Okay. Some little screws. I had little screws. Where's my little bits? Where'd my little screws go? That'll work. NFTs are cryptos for girls, as in chess for girls. Okay. I don't know. It's all pump and dumps. It's all pump and dumps. And if you fall for it, I really don't have any sympathy. Like, it sucks, don't get me wrong. But you go and put your entire, you know, kids' retirement fund into, you know, an NFT. Well, if it happens, it happens. Where did all my itty bitty screws go? I used to have so many of them. How are you people getting so many Prusa meters? I've got like 100 Prusa meters. How are you guys getting so much Prusa meters? What am I missing? Okay, this one I didn't even... Okay, that's not even engaging in the thread. Like, how are you folks getting so many Prusa meters? What am I missing? What am I not doing right? Do what I used to do. Where's my little screws? Go look it on the floor, because that's where I drop all my little screws. So I have tons of little screws on the floor. I just gotta find them. But I did clean them up the other day, so I might not have any. Got a lot of nuts. That is a lot of nuts. Oh well. Okay, now what I'm cleaning up next then. Ugh. That'll work. Design something that becomes popular. Okay, everyone, go download the Nero 3D calibration cube on. Everyone now, go on Prusamet or Printables. Download the Nero 3D calibration cube, and then also download the little 3D model of me. Do that now. I want some Prusa meters. Am I allowed to do that? Oh, also, apparently I'm allowed to self-shill. So let me self-shill here for a minute. Let me pull it up here. I'm going to shill. I'm going to self-promote myself right now because hi, captive audience, say hello. So apparently I don't know how the hell this happened, but I am cancel. Wow, whatever. Somehow I'm on the list for 3D Printing Industry Awards 2022. I remember hearing about this, but I didn't pay attention to it because, you know, like, this isn't something that would normally concerns me. Somehow I'm on this list for Community Advocate of the Year. There I am. You know, so somehow I'm there. So I guess go vote for me. Okay, so at first it seemed a little like, even Joel kind of called it out because like, what the heck is this? Because the site is filled with ads. Apparently all the ad revenue during this promotion is going to be donated to charity, according to the guy. He told Joel that on Twitter. So I have no problem then, you know, saying, hey, vote for me. Now, do I have a snowball chance in hell against, you know, okay, so let's see here. Where'd the list go? Okay, where's the list? Whatever. Okay, I already voted anyways. So do I have a chance against, you know, Chris Riley, Maker's Muse, CNC Kitchen, and Teg? Like, I have a snowball's chance in hell here. Okay, the only one that I don't even know is this Ralph guy. This is the only one in here that probably I might be like, hey, I might beat him. For all I know, he might have, you know, 50 million German viewers. I don't know. Everyone else here completely like trounces me in terms of YouTuber. So I don't know. Snowball's chance in hell, but whatever. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. Nothing, you know, it's not a big deal if either way happens. It's cool though. It's just me going, holy shit, okay. Oop, I plugged in the wrong one. That is the Z. So I've got my MOSFET actually mounted rigidly now. So now we're going to do a little wiring and make it look all pretty. So I kind of have to pay a little attention here because think about it. This is a CAN bus board. Look, we got a Toolhead board. So the whole board here is going to move along the axis, obviously. So I need to make sure power and everything run properly. So I need to make sure I have enough power. So this is E-stop. And that's the motor. Okay, so this will go to there. Okay. And this has to go over here. So that doesn't move. So what we're gonna do is I need to get a power cable, because I have power cables, but I don't think they're long enough for this. So we're gonna have to make power cables. And I think instead of running 2 power cables, I'm gonna do 1 power cable to here and then just daisy chain it to here. Just make one little jumper across instead of trying to make like 2 separate power cables, just to make it a little bit neater. Because it's a MOSFET, it should be clean, I think. I don't know. Don't quote me on that. I am not a scientist. I'm just a guy who, you know, does what people, I'm one lesson ahead of my student, put it that way. So we'll make it work. We'll make it work. We'll make it work. When I voted, they didn't have the multi-choice, it was write-ins. Oh, okay, so enough people wrote me in, I guess. So. Also vote for Voron. For apparently V2.0's printer of the year. You know, it's like a 2-year-old design at this point. Also vote for Cocoa Press, because Ellie is awesome, and vote for Clipper. Everyone else vote for whoever you want. Actually, altogether, vote for whoever you want. I don't want to influence your vote. But I do have some, you know, bias to myself. We'll admit that exists. Voted for VZBot. Okay, you vote for whoever you want. Like, I'm saying vote for Voron because I'm, you know, I am biased because I'm on the Voron team. But, oh, VZBot. You guys hear what happened with the Goliath? Okay, so is this long enough? This isn't going to be long enough. No. Okay, so I'm going to have to kind of fiddle some of this. So let's move this all the way to the front. And I should have been smart and done this earlier. Instead of me being big brain and moving it with the printer, I'm gonna have to manually move it. So I'm gonna move this all the way to the front. So, okay, Goliath got sliced. Yeah, that's a good way of saying it. So the Goliath Hotend, which is the now like proper name for the long schlong dingle Hotend, which is VZBot's self-designed super ultimate high flow Hotend. Okay, so the design of it is basically uses a, if you've ever seen a drop on like an injection mold, like a hot drop on a plastic mold, it's basically one of those miniaturized to this size for 3D printing. The thing is though, he designed it with a rigid mount. So the Hotend is rigid mounted to the heat block, like a Slices, where it's an unsupported heat break with tubes and screws in compression, which is pretty much exactly like Slice's patent. Okay, now here's the thing. You could say all you want about patents infringing on design creative process. You can disagree, you can agree, whatever, but it exists, and Slice has shown that they are willing to defend their patent. Okay, so if you actively see a company is actively defending their patent, why would you go against that and create something that actively infringes from it and be surprised when they try and put a stop to it and defend their patent? For example, okay, I fly quads, okay? I've been flying quads for a little bit now. I got my little guy here, okay? This is a 3-inch quad. With the battery, it weighs exactly 249.5 grams all up weight while flying. If this was over 250 grams, I would be breaking the law. Do I agree with that law? No, it's stupid, okay? Without a license, I don't have the license, so that's why I would be breaking the law. Now I could get away with it, you know, if nobody checks on it, nobody comes in, you know, no random police officer weighs my quad, I'll be fine. But if I get caught for it, I can't, you know, say, oh, well, the law is dumb, I should, you know, be able to ignore it. It's there. So if you get busted for it, you can't complain. So it sucks. I wish them all the best. I hope they get it sorted out. But you know Slice actively defends their patent. Why would you try to bring something to market that infringes on their patent? And then this happens. Why would you do that? So it is what it is. You don't have to agree with it. You don't have to disagree with it. But in the past, they have been shown to defend their patent. Why would you actively risk antagonizing the beast? That's kind of my stance on it. I hope they get it sorted out. It's honestly not a hot end for me. I don't do super high flow, so it's not a big thing for me. But, you know, there are people that want that product and there's a market for it. So I hope he gets it resolved. I hope they figure something out. There are ways to get around the patent. Revo does it. One-handed nozzle changes. The Fadus Omnia Drop XG hot end is a kinematic mount. That gets around the patent. There are ways to get around the patent, okay? But if you know, just go and ignore the patent and then they catch you, I'm sorry, it is what it is. So all you have to do is prior art. Well, if he wants to bring him to court and fight it in court, all the power to him. But as far as I'm aware, Vez is in Canada. The companies making it are in China and Slice is in America. So I don't want to know what the legal fees will be. And I'm not going to get fully into it. I've had a discussion with Dan from Slice at Rapid. We had like a half hour just chatting about patents. And the subject of prior art came up and they had lawyers go through it all and they still got their patent. So does the prior art actually count? I don't know. I am not a lawyer. I'm not willing to invest the money to try and fight it, to try and get it all opened up. So I'm at this stance now. They have the patent. Don't poke the beast. Figure out a different way. If you can't, that sucks. Hey, contact them. Maybe they're willing to work together. Pay a small licensing fee. Who knows? But it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, I gotta shorten this because this wire is way too long. It's like Revo. Yes, the Revo hot side is patented. But if you want to design a Revo hot side, you can talk to E3D and they'll talk about licensing it. They've openly said they are open to that. Has anyone taken it on their offer yet? I don't know. I don't work for E3D, but they've openly said, hey, if you want to design Revo hot side stuff that's patented, we'll chat about licensing it. Like, so I'm sure Slice would have no problem, you know, if somebody actually came to them and tried to have a little discussion about stuff, but it is what it is. It is what it is. There we go. This patent office frequently grants patents where there's prior art. I think it is. Here's the thing. It is what it is, okay? You can complain all you want, but once it's granted, it's granted. Either bring it to court and try and fight it, or don't break it. Like, you can't just, you know, every couple of years, somebody just can't come out with a new hot end that's breaking the patent. And we all get angry at Slice. And then nothing happens again. It's like, yes, I don't think the patent should be granted, right? I think there is prior art that, you know, would kind of invalidate it. But again, it's like the 250 rule for quads. I don't agree with the law, or in this case, a patent. But if I get caught for breaking it, I can't complain. It's the rules are there. I broke the rules. It is what it is. Don't buy Slice if you don't support them. Well, here's the thing. The Slice hot end's actually a really good hot end. That's the thing. I ran a Dragon in Toasty Boy. I ripped it out because I was having issues with it. It was dying. Guess what I put back in? The Mosquito that I've had since 2019 or whatever, that's been working like a champ. So. Slice mad because that is a invalid argument because it's a completely different Hotend design. The Slice Hotend uses your standard heater cartridges. It's a standard Hotend. It's a different design Hotend, but it uses standard off-the-shelf hardware that already exists. The LSD uses the same kind of, you know, heater coils you see in drops. Like it uses the wrap wire or whatever it's called around a machine drop. It's a completely different thing. That'd be like, oh, Ford's angry because the Ferrari is faster than the Mustang. It's completely different things. It's not a, oh, we're angry because of the thing. It's no, they're invalid. They're encroaching on our patent. If they don't defend their patent, they lose it. You use it, you lose it. So if it's like how words become generic terms, right? If you don't actively defend your patent, you can lose your patent. Or is that a trademark? I can't remember. It's one or the other. I believe it's a patent or both. So you kind of have to enforce it anytime somebody breaks it. It's like why companies, you know, have to send cease and desist out for like fan content. Because, you know, if they don't defend their IP, then it could be brought to court and say they haven't defended it for years. Why I should be allowed to do it. So for example, the Benchy. Okay, we're gonna bring up an example right now. The Benchy, 3D Benchy. Okay, 3D Benchy, torture test. Hey, look, it's the Benchy. Everyone loves the Benchy. I love the Benchy, you love the Benchy, only Benchies, right? So here's the thing with Benchy, okay? All about 3D Benchies. License. You are free to download the 3D Benchy file, give away, and publish it, okay? Redistribute unmodified Benchies, experiment, and do a bunch of other stuff. Modification for personal use, okay? You are not allowed to take the Benchy STL, modify it, and share it. You are not allowed to do that. That is against the license of the Benchy. Let's go on printables and look up Benchy. There's a modified Benchy, there's a modified Benchy, there's a modified Benchy, like there's a modified Benchy. These are all in violation of the license for the Benchy. Now, if Benchy were to try and come after somebody, they could argue you haven't enforced your IP for your license for years. Okay, it's no longer your license, right? So, yeah. And for reference, I am on the Voron team. We are actively defending our IP in certain regards. So, use it or lose it. And now I can't remember which way I plug this in, so I have to go on Amazon and find this stupid thing. It's one of these guys. Nope, not this one. Is it this guy? I can't remember which one's positive, which one's negative. Because it doesn't actually say on mine. Okay, this one, the positive is on the left. Positive is on the left. Is that right? I'm trying to find, there's a picture of one that I actually like copied the picture and it worked. 3D printer, bed MOSFET. Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Is it this one? Nope. Because my silk screen doesn't have it, so I'm just double checking because I really, oh, here we go. Yeah, okay. So this is literally how I wired it up. Okay, so the red is towards the prongs. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Kleenex brand facial tissue. Yep, it's like Band-Aids or Google. That's why, like, Nintendo actually put out an ad campaign back in like the, was it the late 80s, early 90s, saying it's a video game console, not a Nintendo, because so many people were calling video game consoles Nintendos that they were worried that they would lose the IP of it, or the trademark or whatever it was. Like they were afraid that it would become like a genericized term, and they wouldn't be able to enforce their trademark on Nintendo anymore. So they actually put out an ad campaign to try and get all the moms to not call them Nintendos anymore, because they were afraid of losing it. Yeah, Google doesn't like you using the term Google. Microsoft wants to use the term Bing though, because they're doing everything they can to get you to use Bing. I binged that last night. Dang it, come on. I accidentally bent the little tab and then I can't get it to pop back out. Come on. There we go. There we go. Okay, now I need a thing here, a temporary one. I'll put a better one. So the plan is I will design and or print and or manufacture in some regards an actual shield over all this, because you know you can't be having electronics, you know, flapping in the breeze like this, especially on a CNC. So I will CAD up a box, either a printable box or I'll just make some out of the material I already have, but for now that'll work. So did I miss a $10? Oh, Coda Clutch, $10. Cheers for some new drill bits. Yeah, I have some in my toolbox in the garage, but they're like, I gotta go double check them. What with your activity? No super chats yet. Okay, let me double check here. I want to make sure I don't miss those guys. If I miss a super chat or a new member, like remind me. I don't like missing them. Yeah, it's not showing me the overlay. Yeah, whatever. Okay. I want to violate the Benchy trademark. You do you. You do you. Okay. So I know these aren't, you know, these are just ferrules, and you shouldn't really use ferrules to clamp it down, but this wire is temporary. I'm going to be replacing it eventually, and yeah, good enough. Actually, I gotta remember which one's which, because this is a bed MOSFET, it doesn't actually have the plus and minus actually labeled on the bed. So I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that's, yeah, so red and red, okay. Because it's a spindle, so you kind of actually have to have it somewhat the right way around. I believe it just spins the other way if you plug it in backwards, but I really don't want to tempt that. I've already blown up enough stuff. Okay, so we got that, we got that, we got that. Okay, so we've got these wires. So let me put a little cable wrap on that, just so it looks a little bit more presentable. I'm waiting for my Only Benchies merch. Did you order it? I don't know what the ship time is for Stream Elements store. It's not crazy long. I've ordered stuff and it usually doesn't take too long. Like when people win and I send them their winning stuff, they usually get it in a week or two. Does this bad boy handle metal? I could put metal on the bed. Will it cut it? It might grind it away slowly. I mean, I could put an obsidian nozzle on it and eventually wear it away, according to Tom. USPS taking forever. Oh, that sucks. Hey, it makes you feel any better. I live in Canada and it takes forever for stuff to show up to us up here too, so. Yeah, Tom's video on the Revo is like, that was a good video. If you haven't seen it, he did a video where he ground down a Revo Hotend, or the Nozzle. And I'm like, that's a great, I gotta do more stuff like that instead of just, you know, you want to know my review of the Revo? Here's my review. Okay, clip it. Do you like the Revo? Do you want to print abrasives? Do you want to like never have to replace your hot end again or your nozzle again for like normal everyday use? Because you kind of print abrasives every now and then, and you know, normally you just print like PLA and ABS, and PETG. Yeah, just get an Obsidian. It's good. Do you never print abrasives? Just get an Obsidian anyways, because stuff doesn't stick to it as much and it'll last you as long as you own the Revo. Done. There's my review. That's pretty much it. It works good. There's not really much to complain about. Oh yeah, let's get it off here. Ship. Okay, so there we go there. This can go up there, because that's just there. Oh man, I forgot to put this guy in. I don't know, I can go there. Okay, so now I need this guy. So I'm gonna need a power cable that long. Are tungsten carbide nozzles? If you're running like an older, like a V6 style nozzle, tungsten carbides are very good. They're extremely hard. They'll probably last you as long as forever. Don't drop them. They'll shatter. Tungsten carbide's kind of brittle, but it's like, you gotta shatter them. So it shouldn't break in normal 3D printing use, but that's a thing you gotta be aware of with tungsten. What else? I'm trying to remember, there's something else. I've only used a few of them, and really, like, I think it's like one of those, if you print a lot of abrasives, they make sense, but for like your average home gamer who occasionally prints abrasives, maybe. But I don't know, I'm personally a fan. If you don't print abrasives, I like the copper plated nozzles. So the copper nozzles with the shiny plating on it, the nickel plating, those were like my go-to before I switched to Revos. How big is this wire anyways? What gauge is this? 18 gauge. That'll work. So I'm gonna make this longer than I need to, because I'm going to make it longer than I need to. Is this guy? No. The Basel though, CHT, TC, all in one, TCSO. Then go for it. Like, I never played with the Basel, whatever that is, so. Personally, I think 0.5 is a really good nozzle size. I wish Obsidian was available in 0.5, because usually with filled plastics, like carbon fiber, they can clog up a 0.4 nozzle relatively easy. I haven't had it happen, but it is a thing that can happen. So I would have liked to have seen the CHT or the Obsidians come with a 0.5 nozzle option. Right now this has a, that's the 0.4. Is that a Revo? Is that even running a Revo? Actually, where's my Revo? Actually, is it in there? I don't know. Revo's in one of them. This is a 0.6 Obsidian. I can't remember what nozzle that one has. That doesn't even have a nozzle in it. Zion is saying hi, good job. Okay, who's that? Okay, let's see if I can crimp these together. Feta says their copper plating nozzle, a hardness of 6. Any idea how much wear you expect with abrasives? I don't know. Like I'm not a charts and graphs guy, right? Like I don't do that kind of testing. Like for me, Revo, I printed the odd abrasive thing. I printed the Death Racer and a few other things out of, you know, carbon fiber stuff and glass filled stuff on the Revos, Obsidians, and they held up fine. No noticeable wear. So I'm like, okay, they're fine for normal everyday use from your average user. And that's kind of like my test for them. I know it's not super scientific, but that's what I do. How much room we got in here? Black fits. Is the blue fit? Blue fits. Okay, we'll use blue. Okay. So hopefully, I don't think black will fit over this, but if it does, it does. If not, blue works. Nope. Blue. Blue works. Okay. There we go. There we go. So there's that run. Can you explain why Revo doesn't have a threaded nozzle? I get what you need. You have to screw through 2 nuts. You have to sink that oil. Doesn't have a threaded nozzle. What do you mean it has a... It's because the nozzle is pressed into the heat break. The nozzle and heat break are one unit. So your nozzle is permanently affixed to the heat break. The nozzle is slip fit through the heater block, and there's a spring that's pushing it down. So on the OD, you have slip fit for the heat transfer. And then on the, if you look at the nozzle itself, which I should have a Revo in here. I've got a bloody million of them. Yeah. So, going on a detour here, how Revo works. Okay. Okay, so this is your nozzle, and it has a heat break built into it. Okay, so this part screws into here, okay, into your heatsink, and this little flange right here also dumps a lot of heat. So as the heat moves up, it has to move through this little skinny stainless steel tube. This little flange right here, which bottoms out on here, one gives you always repeatable results for your nozzle offset, because they're always the same from the top of this flange to the bottom of the nozzle. It also acts like a very quick heatsink. Like it's the most optimal part of the heatsink for dumping heat that does make it up into the heatsink. That's why that little flange is there. It's twofold. It actually helps a lot with the cooling. I've seen charts. I don't think I can share them. So then you have your heater block. So it's slip fit, right? So it does fit through, and there's a ever so slight amount of play, but it is slip fit. So you have heat from the block coming in through the sides, but then also you have this big flat bottom flange there that this side is pushed into from the spring tension. Okay, so it pushes that constantly into contact. So you do lose a little bit of like there is a little bit of a, you know, thermal performance loss by having the sides be slip fit instead of it being like direct contact. So you do lose ever so slight amount of performance from that gap there, but it's not enough to actually cause any issues. And then you also get the really good contact from this being spring loaded, pushing into the nozzle. So that's how you transfer your heat, and that's how Revo works. So it's a really cool design. You don't have to worry about, you know, making your heater block rigid for one handle nozzle changes, because you just skip it all. It just does it. So. Okay, so now so that's negative, so you go in there. Okay, how long does that need to be? Right about there. Okay. That one. What's better, square or hex crib for ferrules? I use square because that's the kit I bought. I'm sure one is slightly better than the other, but for the work we're doing, I don't think it really matters too much. Plenty of tangents. What tangents? We don't go on tangents. Who thinks we go on tangents on this stream? We don't do tangents. We hunker down. We stick to the topic. We power through. No distractions. We get our work done. Tangents. Pfft. We don't do tangents. Ain't no tangents here. Ain't got time for tangents. I'm gonna put the red on the red because that way the colors match. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit of heat shrinking on this just for a little bit extra security, I think. Just a little, cover my ass insurance. Yeah, that'll work. You know what sucks? I wanted to go flying today, but it's raining out and the grass is all wet and my quad is not waterproof. But on the bright side, I managed to fly through the soccer goalpost today, or on Wednesday, and it didn't crash my drone. So I was happy. I was super happy with that. Did anyone try the Creality E-Fit extruder? No. What is it a generic copy of this time? Honestly, I'm waiting for Creality to like figure out how to impress me again, because other than a cheap V-wheel bed flinger that everyone does now, like I'm tempted to go back to take another look at the Pad 5 or the Sonic Pad or whatever the hell they call it, because apparently they fixed the issue that, you know, tries to burn my house down, but I just have like no desire to. Like, I've got like no real, you know, drive to check it out again, because as somebody who likes Clipper, okay, what do you get with the Sonic Pad? What do you get the Sonic Pad? You get a slightly easier setup experience. That's it. You get a slightly easier setup experience if you're running Creality hardware. A more annoying setup experience if you're not. And then afterwards, it's just a Clipper pad. But now you're like locked into Creality for support and updates and everything. Because I don't know for sure if the pad, you can install just old-fashioned Clipper on it. Like, I don't know if you can install regular Clipper on it, or you have to wait for their forked, outdated version. So super slow. Yeah, like honestly, if you want a Clipper, you know, all-in-one, go get a Big Tree Tech Pad 5 and put a CM4 in the back, or one of the clone CM4s, like the CB1 or whatever. Just there you go. It's a smaller package than the Clipper screen, uses less power, and you have full Clipper on it. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. What are you doing in here? You want to say hi? Here. Did you have a good day at school?
Yeah.
Yes? What did you learn? Are you tired?
Alan.
Yeah, it's Calvin. Yeah, there's you up there, and that's you on the stream. Hey, what's this? What's this? Let's see here. Let's see here, Daddy. Can you get this pick and select it? Oh, I made it really small this time. 1 second here. 1 second here. Oh, what's this? What's this?
Moan.
What's that?
Moan.
Hey, what's that?
Oh, baby.
Is it a baby? What's the baby doing?
Daddy.
Dancing? Can you dance?
Yeah.
What? Okay, you say goodbye? Daddy's gotta get back to work?
Bye, Mama.
Okay.
Dada.
That is
What?
too messy.
What do you want?
Dada, do ma.
Yeah, it's messy.
What that?
That's a knife. That's not for you.
I don't want to order that.
Yeah, it's for Dad.
There we go. Ta-da. Okay. Oh my god, that looks so much better. Look at that. Look how much professional that looks. Okay. Gotta love being with the family. Yep, that's why I quit my job and became a YouTuber. That is legit the reason. I worked in a tool shop. It was full of bitter divorced people that had to work 70 hours a week overtime, or they would go bankrupt because of bad life choices. And, you know, divorced because they spent all their time at work and whatnot. And it wasn't a healthy environment. Number 3. What is the E-fit extruder? What does Buddy keep asking about? E-fit geared extruder. What the heck is this thing? It's an extruder. It's a geared extruder. How much? 59 bucks. What kind of gearing do you get though? What kind of gearing is it? Is it a direct feed? Is it direct feed? Does it at least make it direct feed? Okay, it makes it direct feed. Okay, so it's just a little lightweight geared extruder. You know what you're gonna go do? How much is the Bondtech LGX Lite? Where's my prices? So 70 bucks versus 60 bucks. $10 more, go buy Bondtech LGX Lite. For 10 bucks, you get something that you know will work, will be better, and you can use it on other machines once you upgrade from the Creality. Well, the LGX Lite is, no, this is $59. So $60 for the LGX, or for this. And the LGX Lite is $70. So it's $10 more. And it's a much better extruder. And I'm pretty sure it comes with a motor. I don't know if the, whatever the Creality one even comes with a motor. What's included? What's included? Okay, remove the original Hotend, original back page and that. Sell the original Hotend cover. Does it come with the motor? I don't even know if it comes with the motor. It probably does. Actually, it does. It's a pancake stepper, so I think it comes with the motor. But either way, I don't know. That's what I would say. Is it a sprite? Is it just another name for the sprite? Is that all it is? So let's get some wrap and start wrapping this up. Ugh. $20 extra for the motor. Yeah, get the LGX Lite. Or hey, just build a Toolhead. More. Yeah, that'll work. Some zip ties. You think I would buy more zip ties by now? That works. For 7-Up. I like Sprite, but only if it's Sprite from McDonald's. It's gotta be Walmart or McDonald's Sprite from the fountain drink. Ooh, that's the good stuff. That's the good stuff. Did you end up getting a new board? I think you saw last month. Yeah, I got a completely new Duet here. This is a Duet 2. It's still a Duet 2, same version, but I completely swapped it. So I'm actually still same SD card, so I still have the same config and everything. So we're still all good there. It's just, you know, I had to desolder the Ethernet and solder on a Wi-Fi module because I want Wi-Fi. Which actually wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It literally took me like 10 minutes, if that. It took me longer to reflash the firmware and get it configured and rehooked up to my Wi-Fi network than it did to actually, you know, desolder the Wi-Fi or the Ethernet module and then solder on the Wi-Fi module, which was surprising. I was like, whoa, okay. And then also I did ask Big Tree Tech, because they were sending me some replacement stuff anyways, from the other things. Hey, I see you make Duet 2s. Can you send me one? And they said, yeah. So I actually have another one coming. So if I blow this one up, we have another spare. So that's nice. Galileo versus Clockwork 2. I haven't even run a Clockwork. I don't have a Clockwork 2 on any of my machines. Because here's the thing, you need to understand, I am a very, if it ain't broke, don't fudge with it. So, this guy, my LDO V2 is running a Clockwork 1. The Trident is running a Clockwork 1 as well. This is LGX, Toasty's LGX. I have another one with LG. Oh yeah, the switch wire is LGX. Here's what I say. Build stock and then modify if you think you need to. So I would build, like, if you're buying a kit, the kit usually comes with the stuff for the clockwork. So just build the clockwork in the kit, and if it prints fine, stick with it. If you have issues, maybe mod it. Remember, off the shelf, built to spec Voron works just fine. There will always be outliers, don't get me wrong. There will always be a potential for outliers, but a built to spec Voron prints just fine. There, you go there. Okay, all this stuff. Okay. Actually, get a little bit more here just to wrap that one up so it doesn't get caught. Yeah, CW2 has some tweaks to make it a little bit better when it comes to flexibles. It also uses a smaller motor. It uses a NEMA 17.2, I believe. So. But personal preference, right? Build with what you want. Build it how you want it. If you want to play with the Galileo, put a Galileo on it. But if you want to play with the clockwork, put a clockwork. It's your machine. Build it how you want. I'm not your mom. Okay, so we got that there, that there. Now we need to put a terminal on here so that I can power this thing. So make it do the burr thing. Printer go burr. Actually, no, CNC. CNC go burr. And I purposely made this longer because at some point I'm gonna have to shove this in a drag chain so I don't have to cut more wire. Nope. Red gets the 1-1. Otherwise I get confused. There you go. Red gets red. And blue. Go. Is the LGX Light and CW2? I don't know for sure if they use the same motor or the same spec of motor, or probably different brand, that's for sure. But in terms of, I don't know, you'd have to look that up. I don't know off the top of my head, unfortunately. Okay. Power. So that is negative. This is positive. Captain tape down so I don't accidentally short myself. Because I don't have this in a printed box. The plan is if I actually use this somewhat regularly, I'll put it outside in like an actual enclosure for noise and to keep the electronics kind of clean. Okay. That's negative, that's positive, that's power, that goes there. That is positive going there for Vin, negative, positive for the bed, negative for the bed. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's all locked in. That's good there. Okay. I get the bottle of ISO, which is flammable. Or inflammable. Is it flammable or inflammable? What's the difference? Okay. Get the power. Okay, you are off. Some juice, and hopefully let's put the camera over here, so this way if we get sparks we get content, because you know it's always about content, right? If we get sparks, as long as we get content out of it, it's okay. On. Yay, lights are on. That's responding. That's that. My Wi-Fi is beeping. I got all lights. There we go. It's alive. And stops are working. Ready? Boop, boop. Sweet. And now, go to printer. Are blue and red spade terminals for different size market? I don't know. I bought a box of them a while ago. I just use blue for negative and red for positive. Are they the same gauge? I don't know. They came in like a container pack. They probably are for different gauges, but they're close enough that it, yeah, it's like how it's like 16 to 20 gauge and then 18 to 22 gauge or something like that. Close enough. There's overlap. Home all. Nice. Okay, so let's move X, Y. Okay, so printer go burr, spindle go burr. Let's before I do that, mic, filters, noise suppression enabled. Close. So I may sound a little weird. It's for your own good. So in terms of spindle go burr, we have some options now because I have RPM control. So first off, 1000 rip'ems. $5,000 rip'em. For some reason I have to turn, I have to turn it off. And turn it back on. There's 5,000. And now for 20,000. Printer go burr, or CNC go burr. Send it. So it spins. Now I should make sure it's actually spinning the right way around. So let me get something. Where is it? Oh, there we go. So if you want to make sure it's spinning the right way, use a brush. Don't grab it with your hands. Don't like put your finger on it. Yeah. Yeah, 20,000, it's the most consistent. So here's the thing. I'm also wearing noise canceling headphones right now, and I'm going to shove them right into my ears. So at the lower RPM, the actual decibel is lower, but it's a chunkier noise. At the 20,000, it's the loudest, but it's a very flat noise. So the noise gate cancels it pretty well. So I haven't hooked up the probe yet. So that's one thing I haven't hooked up yet. You don't really need it because I could just do the paper method. So what I'm gonna do is grease it all up for one, and let's machine something. Let's get something cutting. Let's do that. So this will be good if I'm actually machining stuff where I need to be consistent. But if I'm just, you know, slapping down something flat and just engraving, like, it's good enough. Because all you do is you just tell it the work offset from go to 0. So do that. I have some grease. I'm going to put thick grease on this because I have some thick grease here. And I'm going to use this thick grease because it's thick. And it's a CNC. This is the stuff I actually used to use on like my 1911 sled, I think. It's thick. It lasts a while though, and it's good in heat, so. Okay, so G1, X, 10, Y, 10, Z, 10, F, 6,000. Go. And home all, so go back. There we go. Carve the Nero 3D logo. Oh man, I don't think I have it anymore because somebody actually got me a the Nero logo. What do I got? I know I have some stuff. Yeah, somebody actually that's thin. I'm trying to find, I had some off spoil boards somewhere. I might have to go actually buy some wood. I might not have wood. Like the actual Nero 3D logo, like converted into something that I can actually throw on a CNC. Because we did it a while ago, actually. Yeah, there's that. Oh, here's the spoil board. Aha. Yeah, that'll work. Because the actual last thing we machined on this, because I'll be honest, when we did the unboxing stream on this originally, we machined the logo, and then that's it. That's all we've done with it. We haven't done a damn thing since. So, yeah. So let me get this spoil board down, and we'll go from there. Aha! I had to go looking for these. The clamps! These M5, they are good. 1, 2. Print a sheet. Print a sheet of what? Okay, who here knows how to properly clamp something? Huh? Who here in chat knows how you properly use these clamps? Okay, how you actually are supposed to use these clamps? How are you supposed to set these up? Somebody's probably going to tell me and I won't see it, so I'm just going to explain. So when you're clamping these on, okay, you don't want to just, you know, I see people do this all the time. Okay, you just put it on like this and you just spin it down until it's tight. Okay, no, do not do that. There's a tapped hole here. You put a screw. That screw is there so that when this is on, the back end is higher than the front. So this way you can adjust it. Okay, this goes like that. And this is like that. Okay, and then you tighten it and you want the nut to be as close to the workpiece as possible. Okay, this way it pushes down on it and actually pinches it down. Okay, I don't know the exact number it's supposed to be, but on like a machine, I've always done like 50 to, depending on how big the part is, 50 to 100 thou more. That's kind of always been my go-to. This is gonna suck. I don't think I can get these in the back. These don't drop in, do they? They don't drop in. Shoot. So these don't drop in. That kind of sucks. Just glue it down. Like you could. I'm gonna double side tape the thing we're gonna cut to this. I can't do it. Shoot. Okay. And I'm just gonna put one in the back because I don't know how this thing's gonna actually like home when it's all done. So I'm just gonna put one back here. Okay, so the last thing I want to do is to crash my spindle. A brand new shiny spindle that not the greatest, but painter's tape and super glue works wonders. Oh, I know. Like what I actually probably will do is in a perfect world you wouldn't be using clamps. You would have a spoil board that would have a bunch of countersunk screws directly attached to the bed, and then you end face it with this. So you put the biggest cutter you can do here and you end face the whole board. So that way the whole board is flat. So anything you stick to it should be flat. In theory. So now I need to find something to cut. What can we cut? What can we cut? I gotta go digging. Like I have ABS. I've got some really thin plexiglass or acrylic. Yeah, that's really thin. It's like 1/8 inch. Actually, no, I do have. Yep, I do have some. But this is a bad board. Remember how they sent me the doors for this were too small? So there we go. So how big can we go? Can I just score this and cut it? Is that something I can do? ACM. I could cut ACM. I cut ACM. On the 3018, I actually cut the window in Toasty Boy. See how Toasty Boy has a window? I cut the window on Toasty Boy. No, I'm not going to crack it on the counter. I can't. The counter's got a rounded edge. I use the bench over here. Okay, so we're gonna leave the plastic on the back, and I'll double side tape the back. Actually, no, I should leave the plastic on the. No, I'll take the paper off the front. Take the paper off the front. Where'd my scissors go? Scissors, scissors. How do you lose scissors? Actually, I probably shouldn't be cutting this because I don't want to trim the back. How did I lose my scissors? Seriously. Put it down twice and it evaporates. Honestly, so yeah, on Sunday, or yeah, Sunday's video is going to be me talking about tools, because it's been a while since I've done like a tool roundup video, and I'm going to be talking about the LTT screwdriver, because no, like, not joking, memes aside, I'm loving it. Because if you're a longtime viewer, you know I lose my Allen keys all the bloody time because I put them down and they just disappear because my desk isn't exactly the cleanest outside of camera. So the fact that this keeps all the bits in the end and you just kind of swap them, this thing, oh my God, I'm loving it. Do I have a shop vac? I don't have a shop vac, unfortunately. Okay, now what do I have for cutters? Because here's the thing. Before I left my old place of employment, I may have, taken some stuff in my toolbox with me. So these have been kind of sitting here for a bit. Let's see what we got. Let's see what we got for cutters. I have a whole set of ER16 Collets and ER11, I believe. So So 1mm round nose. Oh, this one's not even used. And this is carbide. These are all like carbide too. My shop didn't fuck around with the not carbide stuff. So yeah, so that's 1mm carbide round nose. What is this? 2 flute, 3mm. Yeah, 2 flute, 3mm with a 0.5mm radius. Might be a little too big for this. 1.5 radius, 3 mil round nose. Whatever that is. That's a funky one. That is a low twist. That is a low twist. Yeah, I've got a bunch of stuff. That's a really small engraving bit. A lot of these were used for like text, and these were all like retired bits. That's a thread mill bit. Do we need to cut any threads? Do we need to mill any threads? Yeah. Yeah, I think we'll just put this guy in because I don't want to just put V-bits. V-bits suck. I don't think this guy will fit in here. I don't think I could put a an M8 high-speed steel one. That might be a little too chonky. Or 2 flute. 1/4 inch. Full send CNC. Brr. Well, let's see what I got here. Let's see what I got here. So this is, what was this guy? This is a, put the 1 millimeter round nose. Okay. I don't think that'll fit. Won't fit. So let me see if I have a bit for this. I think I bought a kit of Collets, or it came with it. It came with it, yeah. So I do have a kit of Collets. So how big of a collet do I need? 4 mil. Collet size 4 mil. These feel so light compared to what I'm used to. Yeah, what size collet is this? 1/8. Yeah, it comes with a 1/8, so this is 4 mil. Fun fact, a lot of the times you can just use whatever collet fits and just jam it in there. Getting these out is always a pain. You gotta like, there you go. So if you've never put these in, these rock into position. You don't like just kind of shove them in. You have to like kind of rock them in. So we've got a 4 mil round nose, end mill, 2 flute. This is probably going to be actually really horrible for this, because this will actually, no, this is, we're cutting. That's a 1 point, that's a 3 mil, that might be too big. We'll see how it cuts poly. We'll see how it cuts poly. Worst comes to worst, it just, you know, gums up. I think it'll gum up. That'll be the problem. Like, I could put a V-bit. V-bits suck, though. I don't want to cut with a V-bit. Let me see what else I got. Let me see what else I got. Because the issue is, what do we got here? 1.5 mil? No, that's not 1 point. That's like 3. Oh, it's 1.5 radius. It's a 3 mil bit. Yeah, we'll try this. We'll see what happens. I mean, worst comes to worst, it just gums up. That's probably what'll end up happening anyways. We'll send the rip'ems. Whatever we get, we get. If it works, it works. If it don't, it don't. Where are... There's one. Wrenches. Okay, that's up all the way. Cool. So there we go. I can feel the desk shaking. Keep the RPM and feed rates low. Well, the RPM is going to be 20,000. Okay, so here's the thing. I need something to cut. Carbide, create. Nope, not carbon fiber. Carbide, create. There we go. How much runout does it have? I mean, I could, you know what? Let's find out how much runout we have. Ugh. Let's see how much runout we have. So this is inches. So my Minitoyo Interrapid, and yes, that makes no sense that I say that, is in, these are thousandths of an inch. Ooh. Wow, that is a lot of run out. Holy shit. We got like 5,000 run out. That's 0.1 mil. That's a little over 0.1 mil of run out. That's 5,000. It's 5,000 run out. Yeah, 0.1 mil. Well, to be fair, 0.4,000 is 1 mil, 0.1 mil. That's horrible. That is a lot of run out. So I could swap the spindle and put the less noisy spindle in, which let me actually turn it on and see what we're looking at. Let me actually look at it. It vibrates like mad. You could feel the whole desk shaking. Did I accidentally close? Yeah, I did. What patrol? Okay. What's run out? Okay, when the spindle spins, it's supposed to be 0. So when it spins, it's supposed to be like not moving. Run out is when it does this, and you don't want run out. Cheaper spindles have horrible run out, and that means you're not cutting evenly. That means your 1 mil cutter is really a 1.2 mil cutter because it's not spinning centered. So when you look at this, it shouldn't spin evenly. Like, yeah. So what we're gonna do, we're going to swap in the not annoyingly wake up my entire household slower spindle. So we're gonna do that right now. So kill the power, unplug it, because this will take 2 seconds. I can find the right bit. I went the wrong way. That's the right thing. There we go. It's not any it's less powerful, unfortunately. That's the downside. Okay. So, oh, you out. Okay. Jeff Montgomery, $2. Cheers. Flyback diode. Yes. Yes, the flyback diode. Don't want to forget the flyback diode. We're gonna have a bad time. There we go. Hole. Go. Okay. So flyback diode. Let's make a flyback diode. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. Flyback diode. Grab some heat shrink. Grab one of these doodads. Grab. What am I looking for? What am I looking for? This guy. Okay. The little protectors on first. But don't accidentally short stuff. That would be bad. Let's go there. So that's positive. That's assuming that's positive, yeah. Okay. Solder iron. Get that. Get that. Desk is a mess. Okay, turn that on. That. That. That up. View so you can see what I'm doing. Heat up, come on. Come on, heat up. Try not to melt everything. Okay. So, got a positive and a negative. There's a little line on it. And then get these, snip off the excess. That should still clip on. Yep. Go actually notice. Pinch these ever so slightly just to snug them up a little bit. There you go. Go. There we go. Okay. Easy peasy. Now, I don't know the exact runout on this one. I know it's less than the other one because it's not as loud, if I remember correctly. No. And again, if we get sparks, it's content. Okay, we're good. So system, big G, we're gonna go in here. Where did I set it up? Spindle. I don't remember where the spindle is at. The different levels. I don't know where I set it up at. So there's spindle, so there's that. Where is it at? I'm trying to remember where it's at. Bed config, home all, resume, sleep, take, oh no, jobs, macros, no, not macros. There's that. Line 35, system config. No, just spindle. And this is the, oh, max RPM is 12,000. But there's something else that sets the, that sets this right here for set RPM 10,000. There's like there's something, I can't remember what it is though. Jobs. System. Spindle RPM, there we go. Okay. 12,000. There we go. There we go. Okay. So now, set that spindle RPM to max. There's 12,000. That's a lot quieter. Okay. So now, we need to find something to cut. What? We need something to cut. Loving this, by the way. Ah, cheers. It's an SVG. SVG. I think it's SVG. SVG engraving. I don't know. Somebody give me something to. SVG templates. There we go. 3 SVGs. Cool. So I'm probably gonna have to sign up. I don't want that. Noise DXF or DXF. If anyone has something they want me to try engraving on the Discord, I'm all for trying something. Because somebody sent me the Nero 3D logo and Voron logo, I don't have a DXF of the Voron logo though. And I don't want to do just Voron stuff. Okay, file, open. So I can import, yeah, it's got to be a DXF, SVG, or C2. It's got to be a DXF. They have an SVG in the GitHub. You know, the Voron design logo is boring. Repositories, documentation. Taco.svg. Oh, somebody pinged me in the Discord. Don't link me Team FDM. Don't link me Team FDM. Honestly, all that site does is just troll stuff from the Voron repos and do search engine optimization. I don't like that site. And then tons of stuff is uncredited to the original creators. Like, I think it might be getting better now, but yeah, something that site. Like all it is like, I don't know. Create an account or sign in to download it. Yeah, bullshit. Fuck off. I'm just scraping other people's work to try and get search algorithm content. It's like all3dp.com, like that website. Ugh. I'm like, no offense to you. I'm not angry at the person who told me to go there or linked me. It's a PSA. It's a PSA. Okay, let me go here. Oh, here we go. Ooh. I don't think I can engrave that. 1 mil cutter. That might be a little too much. Oh, we got something here. We got something here. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Open. Okay. So let me, how much of a work area do I have here? How much of a work area do I have here? Let's do what? 6 inch by 6 inch, so 150 by 150. So let's, okay, so set up. So we'll do 150 by 150. Okay. Thickness, how thick is this? This is 3 millimeter. 3 mil. Okay. Toolpath 0 is lower left. We are totally using a Nomad. Sure. Okay. File. Open. Okay. That. How do I make it bigger? There we go. It's an SVG. We can scale it to infinity. There we go. Okay. So scale factor that. Sure. Okay. Done. Okay. Toolpath. So we want to V-carve. Start depth is going to be 0.1 mil. Max depth, we're going to go down to, let's go down to 2 mil. Now the tool is a edit. Select tool. Ball mill. New library. Sure. I want to use a millimeter edit tool. Okay, so we got a, how big is this tool? It's a 1 mil? I believe it's a 1 mil. Or is it, it's actually probably a 2 mil. Yeah, it's a 2 mil. Yeah, it's a 2 mil. It's a 1 mil radius. So it's a 2 millimeter ball end mill. Diameter 2 mil. How do I tell it it's a ball end mill? Or where's the radius? Where's radius? So diameter. How do I tell it's a ball end mill? Well, it's a ball. It's a ball. How do I tell it it's a edit? Oh, I should probably bring chat up so I can see. Plunge rate, feed rate. I'm running these at whatever this is. We'll ramp it up or slow it down. Finish allowance, sure. Diameter 2. But I want it to know it's a ball end mill, not a flat end mill. Yeah, whatever. Okay. Sure. Cool. Step over. Depth per pass, 0.5 mil per path. Step over 1 mil, sure. Plunge rate, sure. Rip them, sure. Cool. Cool. We're cutting into whatever. Show simulation. Oh wait. Wait, what am I doing? I should probably actually tell it what I'm carving. Toolpath. Okay, so delete. Okay. So V-carve, I should select everything I wanted to carve. Okay, 2 mil ball, okay. Show simulation. No. Cancel, okay, no. Delete. Okay, so I want it to, how do I do this? It's been, I haven't done this in a while, so I want it to do all this. So control everything, okay. Toolpath, V-carve. It's centered enough. Oh, actually, yeah, center. Design. How do I center? Center. No. Ooh. That works. Okay. So control that. Tool pass. Show tool pass. Okay. So we want a V-carve. Start depth is, we'll do 0.2 mil. Go down to 2 mil. That. Okay. Okay. We're using a ball end mill. It's all metric. Okay. Okay. How do I show simulation? It's under 2 minutes. How do I make it carve? I'm trying to remember here. It's I can't cancel. Pocket? Okay, there we go. It's gonna pocket it. No, okay, so it couldn't do a V-carve. Contour? No. V-carve? Can't V-carve. Advanced V-carve. Okay. Oh, it thinks it needs a V-cutter. That's why. Because too skinny. Yeah. Texture. There we go. Okay, I can do this. I can do this. Okay. So start depth 0.2 millimeters. Finishes at 2 mil. Step over. Sure, sure, sure. Texture toolpath that. Okay. Okay. Go simulation. Oh, hey, there we go. There we go. Now it'll carve out my logo. Okay. Okay. Let's take a look here. So step over 1, step over variation, max overlap. Where is my plunge rate? Depth per pass 0.5 mil. Okay. Sure. I don't know what I'm doing. 2.2, okay, okay, max length, sure, okay. Calculate, calculate. There we go. That looks more machiny. Sure. Sure. Reduce clearance height to save time. 1 second here. Clearance height. Where's clearance height? Where is clearance height? Step over, depth per pass, plunge rate, feed rate. Start depth, bottom depth, step over. Isn't that too big? It's 150 by 150. We got room. Where is... Step over, depth, plunge rate, feed rate. Yeah, whatever. Save sheet code. Like, it's a ball end mill. It won't look that good anyways. Okay, so we're going to save this to desktop. Window acrylic.nc. Cool. Cool. So now, web control. So, home all. Do you want me to fix that? Okay, Dad will fix it later. Dad is working right now though, okay? That's not for you, that's not a Calvin toy. Okay, you gotta get out. Daddy's gonna do some machining. How do you set your work coordinates? So apparently just like this, so hey, no, put the blaster down. That's a blaster, that's not for Calvin. Okay, you gotta get out. Yeah, Dada blaster. Okay. Yeah, go see Mama. Okay. I'm gonna drop it down to a 1 mil, just a 1 mil depth. Save G code. Still saying 521 minutes. I don't think that's right. Yeah, 1 mil to max depth. Yeah. Yeah, because we're only going down. Oh, see, it's doing all these scallops. It's doing all these scallop cuts. That's why. That's why. Okay, tour. Contour? Can I contour this? Yeah, that's why it's doing that, because it's doing all those scallop cuts. Delete. Yeah, let's see. Contour. Can I do a contour? See, contour will do that, but I don't want that. V-carve, edit. Select tool. I could just tell it I have a V-bit. Right? No, it's still not doing it. Nope. I did it before. I did it before. I'm trying to remember. Like, I just wanted to just carve that. Texture. No. I don't want that. Pocket. No, because it doesn't do that. Advanced V carve. No. I don't know how I did this before. I just wanted to engrave the outline. Like just do the outline. Just do the outline. Because we've done this before. I've done it before. It's right here. I'm just trying to figure out how to do this in Carbide Create. Trying to remember what the hell we did last time, because we had it working before. Watch the previous stream. Toolpath tab. Okay, I'm in the Toolpath tab, but how do I just wanted to engrave this outline, like just carve this outline. I want to pocket it. Use a profile toolpath. How do I? Where's profile toolpath? Okay, enter to win free filament. Align vectors, group vectors, offset. 1 mil offset on the inside. Yeah, inside, okay. No, not contour. Pocket. No, texture. No, V-carve. And just V-carve just don't do shit. Select tool. Carbide, Nomad, acrylic. V, there, got a V. What is a V? Engraver 1, sure. Okay. Okay, will that do anything? No. I just want it to engrave the thingy. 0 millimeter offset design. Okay, so let's Control A, offset 0. Apply. That doesn't do anything. Advanced V-carve doesn't do it either. Text, create polygon. Carbide, create, engrave a line. Okay, try making, see if I can't get the lines orange into the picture. Okay. A contour with no offset. So contour, no offset. Toolpath, contour. Edit. Where's my, is there any offsets? Select tool. Okay, so 2 millimeter flute length. Number of flutes. Okay, cool. Plunge rate, feed rate, depth. Step over 20%. Sure. Diameter. Okay. Edit tabs. Where's tabs? Okay. Oh. No offset. side. There we go. There we go. I think that, yeah, there we go. It's the offset. Okay, yeah, because, okay. Can't just tell it no offset and just engrave the line, unfortunately. Okay. Okay. Some stuff isn't going to get engraved, though. But that'll work. 72 minutes. Save cheat code. That'll work. That'll work. That works good enough for me. Let's see. Actually, let me 0.5, and we're going down to 1.5 mil. 1.5 mil. Okay. Okay, show simulation. That looks a little bit more reasonable. I don't know about you. That looks more reasonable. Okay, so now what I do is I've homed XYZ. Okay, so 150 mil, right? Okay, let's go back a bit on the Y. Okay, that'll fit in there. Okay. Z is down. And I'm going to do the paper trick. I better stop. And an easy way to get your Z offset, you just keep going down till you touch paper. If I can find some bloody paper. Why do I not have any paper? Aha! Paper. Okay. That works. Okay, so there's that. Bada bing, bada boom. Set work XYZ. Boom. There you go. So now, that. Save as work offset. So now, if for whatever reason, I need to cancel this print and start over, I can home my machine, go to these coordinates, set it as my work offset, and I should, in theory, be able to continue from where I left off. Oh, the porn bots are back. Girls 18 online, nice. Goodbye. Hot photos of my stepsister. Wow, you guys are missing out. The spam filter is catching them. Okay, so now, if all goes well, I should be able to upload and start this. Finish printing. Okay. Why does it think I have 4 spindles? Start again? Nope. Okay. Are home linear rails worth it? For a 3D printer, no. Okay, so Okay, it's not starting. So let's see, maybe I gotta output it as something. It should be able to read NC, right? I'm pretty sure. Post processor, basic G code output. Yeah. Okay, save G code. Yes, will do. There's no print button. Yeah, it's just going right to end. Well, I need G code. I'm trying to cut. I don't think exporting it as an SVG will do anything. Prefer .nc file. Okay, let's see here. So we do have it configured. Check the G code with Notepad. Let's see what I can see. Home, P90, G21, M05, T10, M3, S12000. So it turns the spindle on and it should start going. G code. Maybe if I just rename it to G code, it'll. I've seen funkier things happen. Oh wait, no, I renamed the wrong one. 1 second here. Start test logo. Yeah, it's just Does it need a machine specific post processor? Let's file, select post processor. So we got basic G code. Let's try Gerbil. Save G code. Test G code. Carbide. Create. Wrap. Can I create G code for Duet board? Oh, carbide create don't work. Okay, carbide create don't work, apparently. Okay. Let's see here. That sucks. Something about, okay, so I need something else. Like I have G code here for like test G code. I don't know what any of this does. But I do have test G code from something else. Slicer. I don't think a slicer could spit out that kind of G code. Yeah, I don't know how to do Fusion 360. I was hoping Carbide Create would spit it out. Like, it's just G-code. Like, it's just G-code. Like, how is it? Why don't you want to work? And it's like, well, it's just basic G-code. I don't know what any of these are. If you guys want to carve, let's carve a Playboy bunny. Or you guys want to carve the Playboy bunny? Let's do the Playboy bunny. Let's do the Playboy bunny. Upload and start. Test G code. Motor spindle. Playboy bunny. Go. Okay, spindle's not on. Oh shit. Yeah, that didn't turn the spindle on. And it didn't observe my work offset. CNC generator. Yeah, the e-stop worked. I'm actually kind of frustrating. It's not that I could have sworn it was much more simple for this. Like, it's G code. It's just G code. Just do the thing you're supposed to do. Can't remember which way home, so I'm just making sure it's not going to crash into any of my supports. Okay, there you go. Dashboard, home all. Does that clear all of it anyways? Yeah, it does. It gets up above everything. Okay. Universal G-code sender. What is Universal G-code sender? Universal G-code sender. The thing is, I don't know if that'll talk with this, because it just okay, 1 second here. So what do we got? X, okay, 1 second here. So G1, X, 20, Y, 105, 6000, Z, 3.85. Okay. And that is set work XYZ. No, we didn't machine anything yet because it's not really like this is what's happening. So I have a G code file that we've machined, a status that we created, jobs right here, test logo, and it's just not doing anything. It just... What does rep wrap? It doesn't. That's a thing. There's just some G code it doesn't understand. Many scenes are specialized or not. Currently supported G codes is here. Like, they don't make this easy. Like, honestly, the Duet, as good as the docs are, if you were like the section here, configuring rep wrap, you know, configuring it for CNC. Hey, how about you have a big, you know, warning? Hey, these are the supported programs that actually our thing will read, instead of just kind of leaving it up to you to figure out. CNC. Like it just doesn't do anything. Oh, the error it's throwing out, it's this. It just going, okay, it's done. Load the G code in prod interface. Yeah, it's all fucked up. Like, I know Ivan used .cn files. I got .nc files. Yeah, I got .nc files right here. Like, I'm trying to use a .nc file. And when you open a notepad, there's G code in there. Like, there's your G90, G91, M05, turns the spindle on, M3, S12000, so it turns the spindle on and off goes cutting. But for some bloody reason, it just doesn't, like, is it M05? Like, is there something in here it's not understanding and then just ending? Like if something's erroring out, how would you tell me instead of just saying, oh, file's done? Move the contour. Do you think that's it? Do you think it's just... It's... Like, if you think it's just that, file save. Let's try that again. Still got my work offsets. Upload and start. Desktop. And it's done. We would have G1 at the beginning. You got G1, then Z that, F that, and then it just has coordinates, which most real G code like doesn't have a G1 in front of everything, because it's kind of implied that once you have one G1, you just continue on with G1 moves until something else overrides it. But I'm not getting any movement. Like, the first thing it does, what is M05? What is M05? M05? Maybe it's the M05 that's causing the error? What is M05 G code? Spindle control, Tormach. Oh. Okay, so that's that. So, okay, what is to start a spindle in this? And why do I have 8 spindles? System, general. I only have 1 spindle. Why do you think I have 5 spindles in here? What command was that? Oh, you don't display what command that is. Great. Oh, thank you for not telling me what command I just entered. You don't tell me. Great. Thank you. What is the M3? Oh, okay. Let's put that one line in here and see if this reads. Yeah, it doesn't understand that. So M3P P0 S12000. There we go. Okay. So P0 S12000. Okay. And then so what's M0? Ooh. At the very end, you still on? You seriously like crapped out right now? Did I lose my Wi-Fi? Can you guys hear me still? Oh, stream crashed. Hello? 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 Okay, huh? Everything seems to have frozen up for a minute there. Zero S12000. Okay, so that starts it. So what's M05? M05 turns it off. Okay. Okay, so let's try this again. So there's that. Okay, file, save, test logo.nc. Okay, load and start, test logo.nc. Okay. Yeah, let's just try rename it to G code, maybe. Start. Trying to understand the M0 plus at the beginning. Well, let's get rid of the M0 plus. Okay. M0 plus at the beginning is gone. Start. Oh. Okay, we might have been a little too aggressive with the with our cuts. Because we went down 1 mil. We're doing a 1 mil depth of cut somehow. Start depth should have been 0.5 mil. I don't know why it went down 1 mil. But we're at -1. Wrong step count on Z. I don't think so. Because it says we're down a mil, and it should have gone to 0. So, I don't know. Well, let me check the G code. Let's see what the G code says. Yeah, it dives right down to Z -1. So watch. So where's stop? Pause job. Where are you going? Shit. Okay. Try this again. I don't know why it's, I gotta tell it for a new home position. Like a pause position. .0 max step, 1.50, cool. Hit tab, okay, cool. Here, edit, step over, depth per pass, yeah, 0.5 mil, okay, save G code. Oh, I know what happened. I know what happened. It's because depth per pass is 0.5 and I told it to start at 0.5, it went down to 1. That's what happened. Okay, so save G code, test logo, final, cool, okay, so did that. Let's reset machine. On. 2, 3. Turn it on. Yep. Okay. Continue on. It has work offsets, but for some reason when I hit pause, it decided to go to front left, and I got to fix that. We're gonna have a problem. Okay, so home all. So this is how we have to start it. First test logo final. Okay. We have to start it like that. File, save. Okay. Now we bring that up. Okay. We do G1, X. Okay. Now what do we need? X20, Y105, X20, Y105. Z 3.85, I believe. Yeah, 3.85, send. So we should be back in the same spot. Okay, set work offset. Okay. System. Where's home hall? Where is the safe home position? How do I tell it a safe home? Oh, pause. There we go. Okay, pause. Okay, we don't want this. When we hit pause, we just want to bring lift Z by 5 mil. Okay. Save. Because right now it's going to X0, Y0. Okay. Pause and then resume. Is just get rid of that. Get it there. There we go. So pause and resume now. Just bring it up 5 mil. Upload and start. I should be able to test logo final, NC. Starts a spindle. Oh, wow. Down 1/2 mil. And there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to see if there's a way to change the V-carve post. But the V-carve is meant for carbide create machines, right? So like, the carbide created the company? I can't remember. So it's meant for like the Nomad and like other things. So if all I have to do is just change the starting script, we might be okay, I think. So now it's actually gonna get into cutting. Still sounds like shit. Let's drop our speed down to 75%. Trying to figure out what's making the noise. That's that. That's all tight. What is making the noise? Could be the bed. Bed could be loose. I don't know. Hard to say. Little lubricant. Well, the only lubricant I got is ISO. No, the noise is coming from the machine. Like, I could just, you know, lift it up and it's still making that noise. Little LTC store water bottle. I don't know. I think water would just gum this up more. It's just the plastic mount. Plastic you want to cut fast? Okay, well, here's 100. Hey, here's 150. How loud is this CPU? Ooh. Oh, you know what it could be? The damn panels. The damn panels. Okay. I'm gonna pause it here for now. And we're gonna run the rest of this in the garage because holy shit. So let me write down my work offset here. So we got X. X 20, Y 105, Z 3.85. Cool. So I'm gonna run this in the garage because holy shit, these panels are rattling like something fierce. They're not the tightest, but I don't know if that will really do anything. Fit seems okay, and the cut's actually relatively smooth. Okay, turn that off. What a mess. Yeah, I'm gonna go cut this in the garage. I'm gonna go finish this in the garage after dinner because I am hungry. So you have until I like finish tightening these screws up here. Every stream we give away a spool of filament from Polymaker. If you, yes you, would like to win some, make sure you're entered because we're gonna go do the giveaway in like a minute here. Also in the garage, I have a vacuum. Holy shit, that's loud. Holy shit, that's loud. Take that up a little bit. Okay. Need a vacuum nozzle. Well, luckily it's 3018 base, so it's like there's tons of options available for that. So yeah, let's do the giveaway, and then I'm gonna go make some din. I think I'm doing burgers. I'm gonna do burgers. Real names. So there we go. And then also, I'm just gonna announce it now so I don't forget. Next week, remember, next week, two very important things. Next week is the community challenge stream on the Friday, next Friday. So if you haven't joined the Discord, go join the community Discord, link in the description, and enter for your chance to win for the community challenge. We go through all the entries live. I pick the finalists, and then you vote on the winner. And they win some awesome Only Benchies merch. You can get this cool hat, which if you want to buy the hat, you know the Only Benchies store. Exclamation mark merch in chat. And some Polymaker filament. Also, next week is the members only live stream. So every month we do a live stream that is just members of the channel and Patreon supporters. So if you are a member of the channel or a Patreon supporter, make sure you're on the Discord. Make sure you pay attention for the notifications for that. If you are not, hey, if you want to help support the channel, the content I create, things I do, consider becoming a channel member or Patreon supporter. It goes a long way in supporting this whole channel and everything because this is my job. And then also you get cool little features and videos early and stuff like that. Also, there's links in the description as well for other ways to help out the channel. Affiliate links, they don't cost you anything extra and they go a long way for supporting the channel. So let's see all my names. So we cut stuff. This took longer than expected. My offset is 3.85 millimeters on this head. Give me a number between 3 and 8. Holy shit, everyone's jumping the gun on numbers, but I want a number between 3 and 8. Benjamin, that's the wrong way. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool, let's spin it. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends. And then also, yeah, you get an email from the stream ends. Fill out the form. You get to pick your filament. Get in a couple days to a couple weeks. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. Congratulations, Simon. That's actually probably how you pronounce it. You'll get an email from me after the stream ends here. Fill out the little form. Make sure you're a real human first. You are. A Yahoo email account. It's funny when I see the odd Hotmail account. It's like, ooh, you've had that email address for a while now. Okay. So golf claps in chat. So I hope you enjoyed the stream. Glad we got this thing up and running, although it's a little finicky, it looks like. We'll make it work though. We will make it work. Yes, the spindle is loud. I am going to look into possibly getting that spindle upgrade kit that makes the whole Z axis metal, and then also put the bigger 500 watt spindle on it. That's also a brushless motor, so it's got like no runout. Actually, I did measure it. It's like 1/4 of a thou runout, if I remember correctly. I did measure the runout on it. It's like 1/4 of a thou. So we're gonna call it there. I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make some burgers. I hope you enjoyed the stream. I want to give a shout out to Polymaker for the spool of filament we give away every stream. Shout out to Panoob for sending me the replacement Duet. I guess shout out to Comgrow for sending me this thing like a year ago. I don't know. It's mine now. Yeah, we're gonna call it there. Recommend DDCS offline CNC controller. So TS3D, the reason I'm running Duet is because Duet does all that. I just send the G code to Duet and then it all runs on the board, and then I can monitor it on my phone and control it from my phone. So I don't need a computer hooked up to this to run CNC. That's one of the reasons I wanted the Duet, is so I didn't need a computer hooked up to this. This is just running off the Duet. So if I lose connection or anything, the computer shuts off, unplug the USB, it still keeps going. It's Duet. So yeah, we're gonna call it there. It is Friday. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your weekend. Be safe out there. Wash your hands, and CNC go brr.